And some breaking news coming in. 10 former service chiefs have written to Prime Minister Modi over the OROP issue, military veterans, and also the pension battle has now peaked. So 10 defense chiefs, the former defense chiefs, have written to Prime Minister Modi. It's a furious letter. It's a letter bomb of sorts which has been dropped, in which they have said that they're deeply perturbed by treatment of veterans and they condemn the action by police, urge action. Remember, these protesting armed forces veterans there were attempts at trying to forcibly remove them from Jantar Mantar in the name of national security on Independence Eve. So these former veteran chiefs have now condemned that action. They've also said that the police action has impacted the pride and morale of these soldiers who have always been willing to sacrifice their lives for the cause of their motherland. So this OROP issue continues to, of course, dominate headlines, and also now this fresh letter. Remember, over the last few days, several letters have been doing the rounds on social media, and various open letters have also been written to Prime Minister Narendra Modi. This is one letter bomb that the Prime Minister simply cannot choose to ignore. Joining me on the phone line is Shivaru news editor. Shiv, clearly this has become now a huge perception battle for the Modi government to fight.
Absolutely, Smita. This is, remember, this letter that's been written by 10 former defense chiefs comes shortly after, a letter just a few days ago by 4 former defense chiefs. So you have a total of 14 signatures by former chiefs of, the various armed forces, the Army, Navy and the Air Force, who've written directly to the Prime Minister over this issue. But the difference in this particular letter and what makes it, especially damning, Smita, is that this talks about the police action at Jantar Mantar over the weekend. It actually talks about what happened there. It talks about how they are deeply distressed and perturbed by the manner in which the veterans were treated by the police at Jantar Mantar. And most importantly, and perhaps most disturbingly for the government, it talks about how this has created a huge amount of moral sadness. It has affected morale, and it has affected pride and honor in all ranks, not just among the veterans, but also in the serving ranks of the Army, Navy and the Air Force. So obviously this is something that wouldn't be taken lightly. We're talking about former chiefs, including the last Army chief, General Bikram Singh, who's also lent his weight to this particular letter that's been written to the Prime Minister, asking for urgent action and for a message to be sent out. The most important thing we're looking at here, Smita, is the morale issue, the perceptional issue as far as how damaging this is politically to the Modi government in terms of how you see, ex-soldiers and war heroes on the street taking their war, to the highest levels. Is this something that the government can actually afford, to see actually worsen with each passing hour? Now, with 2 veterans now on hunger strike and 10 former chiefs writing a letter, straight to the Prime Minister, it's perhaps only a matter of time before the government realizes just how much it can afford in terms of the damage it is taking to its image as a direct result of this war.
Absolutely, Shivaru. Many thanks for joining us with all the details. And clearly, these kind of words now being written to the Prime Minister, a man whom the armed forces had hailed just some time back, saying that they have a strong Prime Minister in Narendra Modi, but clear signs of disappointment, at least on this OROP controversy. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, of course, will be